Today let's work on ACT math question, another ACT math question. It says the product of two numbers, when you multiply them together, is 20, and then their sum is 12. So what is the difference of those two numbers? So the first step is, of course, you need to find what those two numbers are. What those two numbers are, and then you subtract, you calculate the difference. So let's set up some unknown. We let those two numbers be x and y respectively, right? We let them be x and y respectively. And so the two equations that we have from this is the first one, the product of them is 20. X times y equals 20. The second one, the sum is 12. X plus y equals 12. Now, from the second equation, when you move this to the right-hand side, well, when you move the y to the right-hand side, so it's equivalent to subtracting y from both sides. You are left with x equals 12 minus y. So once you have this, you're going to replace this x using 12 minus y. So this equation becomes 12 minus y times y equals 20. So get rid of the parentheses. You have 12y minus y squared equals 20. And move the 20 to the left-hand side. Minus y squared plus 12y minus 20 equals 0. You have a negative 1 here. So it's easy. We want to get rid of it by multiplying every terms of this equation by negative 1. So multiply by negative 1, it become positive. Multiply by negative 1, become negative 12y. Multiply by negative 1, become positive 20. And this multiplied by negative 1, you still have 0. So this becomes solving the quadratic equation in y. So we can solve this quadratic equation using factorization. So solve this quadratic equation by factorization. So this is equivalent to the product of two binomial, which is y minus 2 times y minus 10, right? So in order for this to be 0, either this binomial is 0 or this binomial is 0. So we're now ready to go to the second slide. So when y minus 2 is 0, y is equal to 2. Okay. When y minus 10 equals 0, which is all right, let's see, which is the second binomial here. Okay, all right, this one. Okay, so the second binomial. Either y minus 2 is 0 or y minus 10 is 0. So when y minus 10 is 0, that means y equals 10. Already. Now, so y equals 0. And then the final step is when y equals 10, what is x? Well, then we're going to use they tell us that the sum of these two numbers is 12. So x plus y equals 12 and y equals 10. So x is 12 minus 10, which is 2. So those two numbers is going to be y equals 10 or x equals 2. Now the difference is going to be y minus x is equal to 10 minus 2, which is 8. So the answer is 8. Now you can notice that this is a quadratic equation. You have two solutions, right? You have y equals this or y equals this. But I calculate using y equals 10, come up to the conclusion. But believe me, if you use y equals 2, you're going to come to the same conclusion too. If y equals 2, x is going to be equal to 10, and then the difference is still going to be 8. That's because in your assumption you haven't set x and y which one to be the bigger one, right? You haven't, like, we haven't restrict them to be whichever one is the bigger one. We haven't given them the restriction already. So the answer is 8. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.